Have you heard the expression that dogs are the only animals on earth that love us more than we love ourselves? Well, here is an illustration of how immensely faithful and intelligent such pets can be. In this clip, you can see a dog swimming all the way into a big river just to save an animal that was drowning. While the animal in the clip can't be recognized easily, some people speculate that the animal in the video was in fact another small dog, or rather a pup actually. Well, whatever it is doesn't matter, it's the stunning act of kindness shown by the dog that is meant to be understood. This young Canadian woman's name is Haley, and this cute little savior, Clover, is her puppy. During one of their morning walks, the girl experienced a seizure and started to collapse and shake. Clover immediately understood what was going on. I mean, within a few seconds or so, she managed to break free of her owner's hold on the leash and rushed out onto the road to block the path of a passing vehicle. She did so to call the person inside the car for help. I guess you could say that Haley now literally owes that savior pup of hers her entire life. This small kid is called James. No, not the one sitting on the sofa. That's his babysitter. His parents left him at home with a babysitter as usual. However, the boy accidentally shattered the glass as he was playing around. He started crying in fear after hearing the loud noise. Let's just say that someone in the nearby room took notice of it. Yeah, their pet cat noticed what was going on, and what the cat was thinking can only be described by the edited text on the first screen, which was seen through the house's CCTV camera. What the hell was that? What happened to James? Little man screaming? Broken glass? Game on! Well, I guess you could say that this baby had such wonderful protectors. I mean, the least that we could do is to feel sad for the babysitter and squeal with delight at the second cat's efforts to pacify his brother. German Shepherds and Great Danes are, at least, large enough for combat, but what should small dogs or puppies do? This is Macy, a brave Yorkshire Terrier who, while out for a stroll in Toronto, was able to fend off a large predator. A coyote attacked the dog and her 10-year-old owner, Lily, and the little dog had no choice but to defend herself. In the video, Macy is clearly trying to fight off the coyote to make sure that Lily had enough time to enter their house. Even after Lily was safe, the coyote did not let Macy go and kept pouncing at her over and over. Fortunately, Macy was quickly rushed to the ICU following the event, and now she is recovering and getting better than ever. If you don't already have one, this story is going to help us to put a lump in your throat. Interestingly enough, though, the next story you might have already heard. The awesome heroine dog Kabang attained practically universal fame one day after her story went viral, when she was taken in by a man named Rudy Bungle in the Philippines. She was just a regular stray dog, while Rudy's daughter and her cousin were crossing the road. A motorcycle almost crashed directly into them. Kabang saved the girls by leaping out onto the dangerous road. Bear in mind, she was just around 3 years old. Kabang suffered significant injuries in the collision, losing her top jaw and nose. In fact, very few people thought she would live. Although Bungle didn't have the money for the costly operation Kabang required, he refused to have her euthanized. Volunteers learned of the rare circumstance and succeeded in raising sufficient funds to save Kabang. The $27,000 procedure was performed in the USA in 2013. The dog quickly returned to her owners and enjoyed a great life with them. However, Kabang passed away in May 2021. In the Philippines, a statue honoring her was constructed in Zamboanga City, where she was also buried. The kitchen is usually considered the most dangerous place in the house, and there is a good reason for that. And of course, by that I mean getting injured or burnt whilst being in there. The kitchen is dangerous even for adults unless there's a caring mentor nearby. In this short clip, a small young child tries to touch a very hot stove. Luckily for him, their pet cat was able to protect the child from any serious injury. I don't know about you guys, but that's the best babysitter that I've ever seen. When its owner is in danger, what do you predict a horse will do? Well, in this short video, the owner of the horse and his friend decided to put it to the test. They did so by pretending that the friend of the man, which is the owner of the horse, was hitting the man with a golf club. And well, the reaction, or more so action taken by the horse, is nothing short of just amusing. Well, I guess you could say that horses are just as loyal as dogs, maybe even more, and are always ready to help their human no matter what happens. Dogs can work in a variety of jobs. There are guide dogs, rescue dogs, and service dogs, as well as service and highly trained canines that deal with individuals who have type 1 diabetes. They can sense the smell variations in blood sugar levels, which can be fatal if the individual doesn't seek medical care right away. Such service dogs' usefulness have been demonstrated repeatedly, and yet here is another example. This dog's name is Jedi. Luke, a boy who lives with him and has diabetes, came dangerously close to having a sugar emergency one night, but the dog intervened promptly. He helped the child's parents avert a catastrophe by waking them up. Also, the conversation between these two is nothing short of pure wholesome. More than anybody else in the world, children require protection because in addition to the dangers of falling or getting injured or even getting burnt, they also face a far worse hazard, which is kidnapping. And sometimes such situations can go much worse. In this show, they were testing to see the reactions of a dog to see whether or not the dog would do anything. Even if the scenario was staged, you have to admit that the dog's incredibly quick response is just amazing to watch. Just goes to show that a dog isn't just a man's best friend, they are a best friend for everyone. A worker for a reserve run by the Borneo Orangutan Survival Organization entered a reservoir in 2020 to clean it. However, the entire place or reserve was full of snakes in the area. But then a remarkable event took place. When an orangutan saw the worker, he gave the worker a hand like a true gentleman. No, really, the orangutan literally extended his hand out to help the worker from the river, as we can see in the photos. Just goes to show that even animals show more humanity than humans do. In this breathtaking video, large animal handler Eduardo Serio is bravely saved from a leopard mauling by a tiger. The big cat handler is seen in the video having fun with the lion pride at the Black Jaguar White Tiger Sanctuary in Mexico. Unknown to him, a leopard slowly moves up behind him before suddenly dashing in his way. But as Dharma the leopard lunges towards Eduardo, a huge tiger leaps through the air and whacks it down. The brave tiger named Azelton had been lounging in the shade behind its amiable keeper before exhibiting these incredible split-second reactions. Then Azelton used his incredible dexterity to seize Dharma and pin the leopard to the ground, nearly frightening Eduardo. Dharma was probably just having fun, but considering the leopard's size and razor-sharp claws, the zookeeper could have been seriously hurt. Well, did you guys enjoy the video? We hope you guys did. And hey, comment down below, what was your favorite moment in the video? And while you're down there, comment down below any real-life stories or instances where you either got saved or saw someone get saved by an animal. As well as what video you guys think we should make next. Well, folks, with that, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Ciao!